What does this opportunity mean to you?
It means a lot. A tough question, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just golf, and I'm glad that I'm able to put myself up there and see what happens. It's fun. There's not much else I can say, but it means a lot. It's what I've always strived to do, and I'm excited to see what happens. Yeah.
Has it kind of sank in, like what you're going to do?
Not really. I think when I get there, I'll realize with all the signage and the stands up around me that it will come to terms with what I've done and where I am. But for now, it just feels like something that's going to happen. I haven't really felt super overwhelmed or excited so far. Obviously, I've been excited, but I feel like I haven't been as excited as I should be yet. And I think that will all hit me come Monday in Puerto Rico.
How have you prepared for this?
I've prepared pretty well. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just golf. I haven't prepared any differently from how I prepare for collegiate events or, like, for example, the tournament in Bahamas, because at the end of the day, it's still golf and the lowest score still wins. If anything, that in itself is a form of preparation, trying to make the event not bigger than what it actually is. At the end of the day, it's just golf, and I'm going there to compete and have fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
What's been the biggest crowd you played in front of, and kind of the biggest kind of environment you've played in thus far going into this?
Biggest crowd, I think if anything, biggest crowd will probably be something back home in Perth, Australia, if anyone doesn't know. And it was probably just home club champion stuff. We have a very passionate golf club at Joondalup, and we get hundreds of members coming out and watching our club champion final. Even though it's an event that doesn't really mean much at all, that's probably the most support I've had. So I don't know what to expect, how many people will support me, because obviously there'll be bigger crowds around the bigger players, not so much myself, but we'll see what happens. There'll still be quite a fair bit around hole 1 and hole 18. So at the end of the day, it's just one of those things, and it doesn't bug me either way if there's 100 people or one person watching.
What kind of advice have people given you or anything like that?
Just to enjoy the experience and have fun. At the end of the day, nothing bad can happen from me being there. I'm going to benefit and learn and gain world ranking points just by showing up. So the advice I've been given is more or less to take the pressure off myself a little bit and just know that it's an opportunity and nothing can go wrong. And that's kind of freed me up a lot and helped me to just relax a little bit more and enjoy what's coming.
Is there anyone that you're particularly interested in meeting or maybe playing with or anything like that in golfers, or do you talk about that at all?
Not really. So obviously it's a PGA Tour event, and the Arnold Palmer Invitational is being played at the same time. So the top 50 players in the world will be at the Arnold Palmer in Florida, not in Puerto Rico. So there will still be a few big names out there at Puerto Rico that I know of. I've seen Ryder Cups and watched the Masters multiple times. So I've seen everyone in person and met a few people. They probably don't remember me, but I've met everyone. So I'm not super excited to see anyone new or anything like that. I'm probably more excited to see what Korn Ferry Tour players are there and players that I may have known from college that have now graduated in there as well. I'm more excited to meet them and see some familiar faces, if anything else. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your background.
So yeah, I'm from Perth, West Australia. My dad gave me like a plastic set of golf clubs when I was 2 years old. However, I probably didn't really get competitive with it until about the age of 8 or 10, I'm not too sure actually. And I was pretty average junior golfer, to be honest. Even when I got recruited, I initially got recruited to Augusta University. I was never the best player or anything like that. And yeah, I enjoyed golf and had fun, and mum and dad supported me. Little sister would always get dragged along to watch me as well. And yeah, I was just a regular junior golfer in Perth, smaller town, not as big competitively as it is here in America, junior golf, but enjoyed it, and then came to the US and I really switched on and got better, and now I'm here.
What's it like being so far away from home?
A lot of people tend to think that I'd be homesick and depressed, but it's not necessarily the case. I've known that I wanted to come to the US to play college golf or golf since about 7th grade. So it's never anything that I was scared of or afraid of. I was always known that this is what I was going to do. So obviously you want to spend time with your sister and your family and your mum and your dad, but I never became homesick or upset with where I was and what I was doing. It's just been pretty ordinary. I know that's a boring answer, but yeah, I never got homesick or sad about where I was because I knew this is what I chose to do, and I knew I wanted to do it for a long time, and that in itself kind of gave me a little bit more guidance and strength, knowing that this is what I chose to do. You can't really be upset about it now. And on top of that, it's hard to be upset when you're traveling around America and playing these new places, seeing these places and getting everything paid for. So all in all, it's a very good deal here.